Hello. Turn 16, so a new video. Last time we just attacked and it didn't go very well, and now is attacking us, and it's going a lot better for her. So let's just go through the events quickly. First of all, the dire portent. So Velveeta Cheese, Lady of the Creamery, has proclaimed that the oak growing in his sacred grove is the Mother Oak. So cast Mother Oak this turn. I don't know how many gems it generates, but I know it costs 50 nature gems, and it generates some amount of nature gems per turn. So that also tells us where Ur's research is. I think that's an alteration spell. Yeah. So we know that has at least alteration 5, which gets some really scary spells actually. Oh, I guess Iron Warriors is already in level 5. So we saw Iron Warriors last fight. You can see in pudmod, Iron Warriors is a scaling spell. Only very slightly, but in the default game it's an AoE 1 with no scaling, so it's kind of terrible. But in pudmod, Iron Warriors is AoE 2 and it scales slightly per level. Which is why it was so effective last time. So that means she also has Maws of the Earth, which is a really scary spell. But does require a gem. And Wooden Warriors too. Which is another pretty decent buff that she can cast. Okay, so she has that now. Then there were 3 battles. You can see the area that they took place in. So we lost a lot of provinces. We lost Typhia to a bunch of Enkidu. Not much to see. I don't think I've watched any of these myself, so I don't think it's going to be very interesting. No, just a blob of units. Lots more Iron Warriors. Iron Warriors. There is one Amazon in there. Okay. Maybe that's part of the strategy. So that was a straightforward fight against PD. Villia was the... Oh, Valador was the Virtue. You can imagine how that fight went. And Villia was the other half of the Enkidu army. So, that's that. Then we got this great event. I'm going to skip the Machakan events for a second. Because we got this amazing event in Khazad-dûr as well. Which is that we just lost the province. We didn't get attacked or anything, so the PD I put in the province was useless. We just literally just lost it. So, that means 4 provinces were lost that turn. So it was pretty good, you know. Decent. Unexpected event in Machaka. An abundance of rules and regulations are slowing down commerce, so we lost half the tax in Machaka as well. And another event in Machaka. Remember that thief who stole like 50 of our gems, but he couldn't get our fire gems because they were on the scout? Well, now he came back and he stole the fire gems. This fucking thief, man. I have no fucking fire gems now. To be fair, I did just put like 2 on transference, I think. No, I put 1 on transference and I took 2 from a big leather couch, I think is what happened. So I probably had like 1 fire gem left, which is what I generate. So he literally stole all of my fire gems. Where is it? It says some of your magic gems. He stole all of my fucking fire gems. So, in total now I've lost, like what? I can't remember how many the last thief stole. I think it was like 50 or something. Now it's 57. I am not happy with Misfortune. I didn't think it would be this bad. This is really awful. Come on, Khazad-dûr. Wasn't my rule just? Anyway. Other very weird event we got is my Pretender foresaw a major event that will occur in 3 months' time. And what is foreseen was, the stars are right for thaumaturgy. So I have no idea what that means. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the game that just boosts schools. I know that there are discount sites in the game, so maybe in 3 turns, thaumaturgy spells will cost less? That doesn't... I don't know. We don't have any thaumaturgies, so it doesn't really affect us, but that's a really weird message. I have no idea what that's about. But the stars are right. Okay, so what are we doing this turn? Well, first of all, I saw some mercenaries, the archers in white. And since has all of the mercenaries so far, I thought I'm going to put a big bid in for these guys. Because I can give them flaming arrows, so they are of use to me. So I'm recruiting them to the shed. And then I thought, let's put a load of units in this shed. maybe will expect me to keep retreating, and we'll just move into this province. And if that happens, let's have a big defense here. So I moved a bunch, like everything I could is get a move to Dershid. On the off chance that I get attacked by Ur. Because Ur can make, like if Ur wants to keep pushing in, she can make like 3 movements. She can send the Virtue to Kazhador or rightwards. She can send this army to either Dershid or rightwards. So one of these 3 provinces, or 2 of these 3 provinces I guess, can be attacked next turn. The most likely is rightwards, so maybe I should move things to rightwards instead, I don't know. It's tricky. This is where I always struggle, is I'm not very good at predicting what other players will do. Like, I assume that it makes no sense to cap the neutral province, because if she caps rightwards, first of all it's easier, and second of all it actually hurts me. So my assumption would be she'd move the Virtue to rightwards, and that would limit this army stack to only attacking the shit. So that's what I was thinking. But she could very well just leave this stack of units here while she consolidates units. She could just take the neutral province with the Pretender for some reason, like, I don't know. But I'm putting my eggs in Dershid. That basket is what I'm banking on. So what's here? Okay, currently here is just the only thing I'm leaving here is Baka, my Voice of Lion with these units, and everything else is being moved. I'm moving a stack of Hyena Clan Witch Doctors from Nern, who are all just going to sit in the middle and raise dead. And then I'm moving a huge amount of archers as well. I'm going to have my melee stack actually hold and attack this time, so they're going to hold in the middle here. Unfortunately you can't make archers hold and fire, so there's no way to make the archers hold for 2 turns while the soldiers hold for 2 turns. So I'm just going to have to put the archers really far back and hope that the archers don't run past the melee line of units. Or melee block of units. So while the Rhino Clan warriors are holding, all of the mages are going to be like inside. Let me show you. Like inside this block of Rhino warriors, casting Raise Dead. So I'm hoping what will happen is a bunch of corpses will appear in front of my Rhino Clan, and they'll move forward first. And then right in the middle I have Perfect Kerr here. This guy. He's going to be casting Strength of Giants and Haste, so he's going to make all the Rhino Clan warriors really buff and really fast. And that's it. The only other guy who's doing something interesting is Transference, who casts Flaming Arrows, of course. So that's how the army in Dershid is going to look. Also recruiting the archers in white to Dershid, and I put the province defense up to 13 because this is the friendly civilization, so it's really cheap. There's a lot of stuff in Dershid just in case she attacks Dershid. If she doesn't, well, this move was kind of a waste, but who cares. I only need 2 turns to get a Horde of Skeletons. I could have it next turn if I just left every mage in place researching, but I didn't want to do that. Okay, other movements this turn. Very friendly Psychotherapist and Unconscious Motives are moving to Omiya with a small stack of units. Gonna try and take that from PD. And my... what's his name? Zothakoth. I should rename this guy. Zothakoth is leading this bunch of units into the Forest of Springs. 11, 6, 8. Okay. So they all have different move speeds, that's unfortunate, but whatever. Anything else I'm doing? Just recruitment. Recruiting the same old stuff. Hyena Clan Witch Doctor in Nern, and Hyena Clan Witch Doctor in Machaka, and some Rhino Clan warriors. I've got lots of archers at the moment, don't have many Rhino Clan. That's the turn. I think that's everything. We'll see what happens next. I hope that she moves a stack of units into this shit and that we wipe her. That would be a nice little boost. And then we can try and start capping these provinces. Can't really do much about the Virtue. Not directly. I can try and catch her and spam skeletons at her and hope it fatigues her, but... I don't have a good plan to deal with the Virtue. Is that everything? Yep. Alright then. That idle commander is just in Machaka, he's not doing much. So that was turn 16, and see you soon. Hello, turn 17. Let's get to it. Okay, Proclamation of Pangaea. New prophet. Okay, don't care too much. Then we had 4 battles. I'll just show you the map first though, because... Alright. So we had battles in these 2 provinces, Omiya and Forest of Springs. Battle in Felden Forest and battle in Ripewoods. Nobody attacked Dishid. So last turn, I knew that had forces in Villia and in Typhia, and the Pretender was in Valador, I think. And I assumed that the Pretender would attack one of these provinces and that the army would attack Dishid. But I guess what I didn't really consider was that might make a defensive move. I think in general when I try to think about what enemy players are going to do, I get really myopic and I just like assume they're going to move towards my capital, and I don't really... Because last time I had enemy forces in I had my own forces in Dishid, I had forces in Felden Forest. So it makes sense, I guess, that she'd move to Omiya to defend them. Because, like, I had units all around Omiya, right? So what happened... Okay, so let's show the battle. In Omiya there were all of these units. There were 10 Urish mages and 88 Urish units. So she moved the stack of units that was in Typhia to Omiya to defend, which I didn't... Like, it didn't even occur to me that that would happen. So that's kind of a lesson, I guess. Then she moved... Okay, the force that attacked Felden was the Virtue. So the fucking Virtue moved from Valador all the way to Felden and attacked it. Which, I don't know, that was just like a mechanics thing. It didn't like even occur to me that it could do something like that. I thought for sure it would be limited to these provinces. So, the only army I was certain about last turn was the one in Villia. I knew was it Villia? No, there's no connection. There was another army down here somewhere that I knew was going to move to Ripewoods. And I'm pretty sure I even said maybe I should put my units in Ripewoods instead. And I didn't. And I guess I should have. But instead I sat in Dishid. Well, I moved units from Machaka to Dishid thinking that she'd hit it. And it was the one province that she didn't hit. So, okay, let's go through the battles anyway and let's see what actually happened. So, Forest of Springs was my Ichthiids. That hit Forest of Springs. And as you can see, there's just a lot of units there. Like 4 mages? I don't understand why there's 4 mages in this just random province. That's so confusing to me. She has so many shaman. So they do the same thing, they buff everyone with Iron Warriors. My units wear out very quickly though, so it's not a huge thing. I just wasn't prepared for that many units. That's a lot of PD as well. Okay, so Omiya was this province that she moved to defend. This is with, she defended with 10 mages and 88 units. This is one that I hit with my Hall of Famed Voice of the Lion Baka, backed up with my... I'm pretty sure I moved my Prophet as well, but it doesn't look like it's in the list. So I'll just quickly go through that. Yeah, my Prophet was in this fight. I don't know, maybe it is in the list and I didn't notice it. Again, same thing. We did learn that has evocation research though, because these guys start chucking out blade winds, which is really bad for us because it means like I'm not as safe now as I thought I was. Because Ur actually has ranged units now, sort of, in the form of mages casting evocations. So that was another loss. Ripewoods was this province that also got hit by a bunch of mages and units. I had nothing in that province though. And Felden got hit by the Virtue. We lost our Ichthiid Lord. Not a huge concern. Okay, so losses that turn. I lost a lot of crap in Forest of Springs, and I lost 20 units in Ripewood. So it's not a big deal again. It's just I don't know. I just didn't do a very good job of understanding where she might move. So I guess I learned something. At least we can say that. I did actually recruit the archers in white though. So we've got the archers in white. So at a minimum we denied the archers of white to her. So that's good, I guess. Okay, so what's happening this turn? Well, first let's look at recruitment. Oh, apparently I'm not recruiting anything in Nern. Okay. But in Machaka I'm recruiting another Hyena Clan Witch Doctor, and I'm getting 20 Rhino Clan Warriors. No, I'm not. These are Lion Clan Warriors. Oh god, what have I done? Let's reset. Hyena Clan. Let's get some archers. How many Rhino Clan can I get? 10. That's probably it. Okay, let's get some more archers, I guess. Alright. So that's our recruitment in Machaka. We still got a couple of Rhino Clan in Machaka, but they're moving this turn. So that's recruitment. As for movements... Right, so here's my thinking this time. I think she's going to move both of these stack of units into the shed. So the temptation was to just sit in the shed, right? Because I've got all this stuff here. Whoops. I've got all this stuff here. So the temptation is to just sit there and have a fight. But the problem is that if at the same time she moves these armies into the shed, she also moves her pretender into Murias, that'll cut off my retreat. So if I lose in the shed, I lose everything. So I don't think I can risk that, because I don't like, this is all I have. So even though what I want to do is just sit in the shed and have a fight, because I'm pretty sure she has to hit it. I mean, well, not has to, but you know what I mean. I'm so scared that if she takes Murias with her pretender, that it will just wipe me, that I'm moving back to Murias instead. So what might happen, if that's correct, what might happen is I might catch her pretender, or I might just be wrong about my assumptions about what she's going to do again, which is, you know, ultimately, if I survive and she just keeps capping my provinces, I guess I at least retain this stack of units to help defend Machaka. But I don't know, but that's why I'm moving to Murias anyway. The only units not moving to Murias are the archers in white that I just recruited, and this basic commander with those Rhino Clan. So those guys are all hitting Felden Forest. Because, I don't know, I'm pretty sure there's not going to be anything in Felden Forest, right? Surely. And I don't think I can intercept a flying unit. So... I don't think I could intercept any unit unless it moves in the same direction, well, against the same direction I move it either. So I'm pretty sure... Surely I can take this province back, right? Surely. I don't know. But that's... that's my movements anyway. I think I'm quite weak at defending. Just in general, like I'm not good at predicting enemy movements, and I'm not good at predicting where I need to be. So you know, this is the first time I've had like a actual fight where I'm on the back foot, but I actually feel like I can put up a response. So this is the first time I get practice doing this sort of stuff. So there's that at least. But I think that's everything. So what I predict will happen is she'll move these two stacks to the shed and her pretend to Murias, and I'll intercept the pretender. But the thing is, I don't even think I can kill the pretender. Like, it's just a whole other thing. It's like, all right, I intercept that, but now what? But that's what I've done anyway. Maybe I'm not long for this game. I don't know. But that was turn 17, and I'll see you on turn 18, and maybe I'll have some better news on turn 18. Who knows? We can hope. Hello. Turn 18. Let's look at the map. Moral of this story so far is clearly I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because I've failed to predict where she's going to move twice now. There's no fight in anywhere that I was. So far what I've done is lost all of my territory, and I haven't actually managed to have a fight yet with my army. because I never put it in the right place. So that's the spoiler for this turn. Okay, well let's get to the messages. Right, message has arrived from Ulm. No idea what this is about. This is a mass message, I guess, to everybody. Research and enchantment is completed. Yep. Cool, we got a horde of skeletons now. Last turn I actually stripped out all the scripting from my death mages, because I knew we'd hit it this turn, so I wanted them to cast it. But now I've explicitly scripted them, so they're all just set to spam horde of skeletons now. Yeah, so we got that. I don't know what to research next, but it's not really a big deal because I've only got 30 RP a turn so far. Somebody claimed the throne. Cool. I was a victim of an assassination attempt. You remember the I guess this is the assassin that was the mercenary that recruited. Well, it did an assassination attempt. It didn't go very well for though. So the mercenary is this guy, I guess. He comes with a dust dagger, which is a really nice armor-negating weapon, and a robe of shadows. But fortunately for us, we had a horde of skeletons, so we just summoned a bunch of skeletons over and over again. And he died. So that was that. Next was a battle in the Shid, so let's look at this. Right. So I can't actually remember what I did last turn or why I did it. I think let's think. Right, that's right, I remember now. I had my troops in the Shid, and I moved them back to Murias because I didn't want to fight in the Shid, because if I lost in the Shid and her pretender took Murias, then I'd have no retreat. So I didn't feel safe there. But it turns out she didn't bother taking Murias with her pretender, nothing moved to Murias at all. So I could have stayed in the Shid and I would have fought 80 units, and maybe I would have won. But I didn't do that because I was nervous, and I had no fight at all this turn. So, and the other armies just split off and took side provinces. I don't know what I'm doing. That's no idea where I should be moving. Clearly I don't know how to predict anything at all. This is only like my technically my second game, because my first game was terrible. This is the first time I have a chance to practice this sort of shit, I guess. So maybe I shouldn't be too hard on myself, but I feel really fucking stupid that I've just lost all my territory and I haven't had a fight yet, but oh well. So that's everything that's in the Shid. A lot of shaman everywhere. Felden Forest. Oh yeah, this is the other one that so I moved troops from Machaka and... was it Murias? Yeah, it was the... no, it was the Shid, right? The mercenaries in the Shid and the troops in Machaka. I moved to Felden, because I assumed there'd be nothing there. But she actually moved a stack of 30 units there. So... my movement was, I guess, obvious there, and she just correctly sort of anticipated it? I don't know. I didn't expect anything to be in Felden Forest. Urfel. What was Urfel? That was this side army. Sure. That one's just raiding whatever it wants. And the Pinther was the Virtue. Right. So, she can take Azimar at her leisure now. I don't know. Okay, so what am I doing this turn? Well, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, the three movements I thought of was, I can move the stack of this whole army, I could move it into Felden. To try and catch this army, if it moves into Murias. And maybe I'd take a province in the exchange. Or if something caught me, I don't know. I don't know. That was the first thing I thought I could do. I could move into Felden. Second thing I thought I could do was make a move patrol into Machaka. And the third thing I thought I could do was just sit here. So I thought I'd do two of those things. I thought I'd move the mages from Nern to Machaka, but I'd do a move patrol action. And I'm going to have all the mages except my pretender in Machaka this turn patrol. So if anything attacks Machaka this turn, there'll be 7 mages there, plus 27 province defense, plus these units. Which is I mean, the only armies that can hit Machaka are the one in Felden, the one in Urfel, and the Virtue. That's only 30 units, 40 units, and the virtue. So it'd be pretty evenly matched, plus I'd have all the skeleton spam. I don't know, I think she'd still win, to be honest, if she moved both stacks. And in Murias I'm just sitting here. Any army that attacks Murias will have to fight the same deal, same army. And that's it. I don't know what to do. I've made nothing but bad moves, I guess, the whole war. And you know, part of that is my inexperience, and part of that I think is just is just a much better player than me, and just knows what I'm gonna do. So I kind of fuck both ways. And that's it. I don't think I've got anything else to say. I've got very little income now because I've lost all my provinces. But I'll have 2 provinces this turn with an army in them, and I only have 5 provinces she could attack. So purely in terms of, I don't know, probability, I have to catch something next turn, right? And it's just a question of whether or not it goes well, because she's got such an advantage now in research that I don't know if I can even fight her anymore. Like, a couple of turns ago it seemed pretty even, but now it's like, fuck, I don't even know what I'm doing. This has been quite a sad game, but, you know, whatever. It made me think a lot about how I move armies, though, I guess. Especially, I don't know. Maybe, hopefully it pays off in the next game I play and I make more intelligent moves. That's like the only takeaway I can take from this. Because it's just been really pathetic. My scout is still over here looking for provinces that are undefended that I could, like, stealth cap, but there's no fucking luck so far. That's the turn. You know, I wish it was more interesting. I wish, you know, wish I'd done something, but not to be. But I'll see you on 19. Maybe something will happen. Maybe I'll have some good news. Maybe I'll catch a big army and just wipe it, and that'll give us a bit of freedom. Maybe? Maybe? Guys? No? Alright. See you anyway. Hello. There was a battle in Murias. Let's watch it, shall we? So, first of all, pretty much everything that has is present in this battle, including the Pretender. We cast flaming arrows, we cast lots of skeletons. Yeah, so I mentioned that I don't know what to do with my troops now because that, basically. I haven't actually changed the scripting since before I knew had Blade Wind, which I probably should have done, but I was so demoralized that I didn't bother. And as you can see, Blade Wind is not good for our archers, or anything else really. I also cast some swarms in this fight, which is kind of interesting. Or actually casts a lot of swarms this fight. But she's got Mother Oak now, so I suppose she has nature gems for days. Okay, so as you can probably guess, this fight didn't go very well for us. Which I didn't think it would, to be honest. I mean, like I said, I think like 5 or 6 turns ago, maybe we had a shot, quite a good shot, I think. But now we lost so much territory, which means we conceded so many resources and so much research has been made up by that. What was the result? Yeah, pretty fucking terrible. I lost pretty much everything. Well, close to more than half of everything, and I lost 8 units. So that's where we're at. And a world event occurred. My pretender was right. The stars really are right for thaumaturgy. So there you go. So at least one of us was right about something. Okay, so what am I doing this turn? Well, nothing. I guess I'm pretty much out now. I can't do anything about Ur's army. I can't fight it. Just prove that. So what am I doing? Well, I'm just patrolling with everything I've got. We're all just patrolling Machaka. I've got all my units, little squads. Everyone's set to cast Horde of Skeletons or Flaming Arrows, Strength of Giants. There's some Perfect Curls casting Strength of Giants and some Hastes. And we're just patrolling, just in case she attacks Machaka. Even my pretender is patrolling. I gave him some pearls to cast anti-magic. I'm not sure why. Don't think I have seen her cast any magic resistance spells. But why not? And we'll just sit here and we'll see if she attacks us in Machaka. And if she does, we'll have another fight. And if she doesn't, well, I don't really know what else to do. I can start raiding these little side provinces maybe with a few units. I'll have to see what I can put together. Problem now, of course, is that I don't have much income. I get 400 gold per turn minus my upkeep. So 600 plus... 600 minus my upkeep is what I mean, so I have about 400 left. Which leaves about just enough gold for like one mage and then maybe a couple of units. So I don't really know what I can do now. So everyone's patrolling and that's it. And from here on, well, I guess we'll just see what happens. Because I can't really do much. Oh well. It was fun while it lasted. There's a new turn coming up now, so I'll just stop here while I take a look at it. And I'll be right back. Probably with the end of the video and the end of the series. But who knows. Hello. Welcome to probably the last episode of me playing as Machaka. 4 messages. As you can see, we're under siege, so that kind of spoils something. Worldwide event. The stars are still right for thaumaturgy. We did good predicting that. Battle in Azimar, that was my last sort of province, and Virtue took that. And of course there was a battle in Machaka. So let's see how we did in our last stand, shall we? So this was a weird game. So I feel like I had a pretty good start in this game. Maybe I should have attacked really early when I had that opportunity to, right at the beginning. But I didn't. Tried to take her on at Archocephaly because I thought I thought I was in a much better position, really, because the last time I saw her at that time was she only had Earthmeld. I committed a lot to that fight and I just blew it. And from that point on I was just kind of on the back foot and I just couldn't really defend anything. Like my army wasn't that big really, it was mostly archers. And I still didn't quite have a horde of skeletons. So I was trying to catch the bulk of her forces with the bulk of mine to try and have one big fight, and I never got it. I made wrong moves every single time. And now here I am, I've sort of lost without really doing much. Which is a bit disappointing, but you know, this was only my 3rd game. So I am still a newbie. And as I said, is played by someone who's very, very experienced, so... It's the first time I've been in a position where I've had to fight a defensive war as well, so it's the first time I've really had the chance to try and predict somebody's movements. So, maybe I shouldn't be too hard on myself, maybe it's not surprising that I didn't do very well. But let's speed this up a bit, shall we? So as you can see, I just shit out skeletons everywhere, but they don't really do much. I just have so many shaman. And they can all Blade Wind, which, you know, these skeletons, I haven't really checked them. 8 protection, that's not really going to do much against Blade Wind. If there were fewer Irish spellcasters, maybe we could just slowly overwhelm them, but, and what the Blade Winds don't kill, of course, these, Enkidu warriors just completely annihilate. These guys are unstoppable. 23 protection. And they're enlarged as well, so they've got 31 hit points. That's fucked up, man. That's really fucked up. So I can't really do anything about them. I did alright though. My early game expansion through the Independence was pretty good at least. I think I did a lot better in that than I did in either of my other 2 games. So that was the fight. We didn't lose any mages, but we did lose all of our units, so... And I think more importantly, we saw that we just can't really do anything. I mean, I killed 10 units and 1 commander. So I just, I can't really do much. So I think this is over, pretty much. I'm going to stop recording from this point on. I think yeah, I'm pretty... If something kooky does happen, I might record it and put up another video, but I think in general this is the end of the series. So a bit disappointing and nothing really happened. But I guess this is what happens. I'll try again though. I'll get into another game. I'll try another different nation, different strategy. I might go back to using an awake pretender that is for expanding. I don't really want to use a dragon because everyone uses dragons. They're really boring, but I don't know. Well, the other thing I wanted to try was a pretender that has like a really good magic path, like air or something, and then one in astral, or maybe like a couple in astral, and then use it as like a communion caster. Like I really like the idea of having like a pretender with like astral and like air 9 or something, and then plugging it into a communion and doing like massive thunderstrikes and glimmering fields and things. I think that would be really cool. So that's the other thing I might want to try. But I don't know, I'll have to look to what nation would be good for that. But anyway, that's the end of me as Machaka, I think. So thanks for watching. Not much else to say. I guess that's it. Oh well. I do feel like that game could have gone better. I do feel like I kind of really lost it. But, oh well. Anyway, that was Happy You Know It. I'm Mew. I was Machaka. That was my story. Thanks for fucking watching it, and I'll see you in the next series, maybe. I don't know.